Oh, folks. A lot of things have changed since I last recorded.
Connecting.
A lot of things have changed. It's been a while. May notice I'm back here. I'm not actually sure where I last left off. Maybe it was in Jeddah. But, well, let's firstly show you. All the ammo is done. Oh, I think I already showed you that. Well, I've put it up on the marketplace. I've transferred as much as I could into the other type. I got like 90,000 into federal ammo. Cost me 20 mil, 23 mil, but it's gone up for 50 something. It's been selling well. Yeah, got 90,000 up, just under 600 a piece, which is less than I was expecting, but I should be still selling it at a fair profit. It's selling well, though it hasn't sold since then. Still, I have 3 months left on it. I don't need to worry. So yeah, and as you saw, I put the rest up as well because I need that money. So hopefully that'll come back to me soon enough. That's up. These are still up. And I can apparently break these down for exact amount that I put into it, but that couldn't be right. But if I can, I might do so I can transport them elsewhere, because that many station containers are going to take tons of trips, even if I had a max out freighter. So, and as you can see over here, I have next to nothing left with the Federal Navy. Or actually, no, it's the Intelligence Office. I have a bit more, but still, I've little left with them. I have more going on in the industry. I've also optimized my planetary industry a little more, but I need to get over there and I need to. Well, I need to get the upgrade going for. So I can upgrade the station there again to level 5, so I can get a launch pad going. I could just send them up via the the command center, but that can launch up less at a time, and I think costs more. The other way can send up more at a time, and it's cheaper, but it does go through the customs office or something. 20 days. Do that. I have also gotten tons of. It's currently during the federal, or what's it called? Yeah, federal Grand Prix. A few days in, I'll see what I can earn. But yeah, this is still going. These are going. I have iridium gone down for 1,000 because I've realized iridium's actually a pretty good thing to try and sell. So I'll get like 1,000 profit, 1,000 and a bit, and though not counting costs here or there. So, um, but yeah, it'll be like 1,000 and a bit. So, provided these sell, yay, money. So I bought a ton of ore, enough to do like over 3,000 runs, 3,400 runs. So about the same amount as money I could have gotten on that I did of the antimatter charges. I basically just had to buy a ton of pyrite. Now here's a ton of more capacitors I put up. What I had there sold. And here is me working up another iridium charge and blueprint, so I can use it with this. What would be great is to do a time as well, but you can only do one or the other. Sadly, you can't queue them. So if I'm going to do the Federal Grand Prix, I need to buy a new ship. I actually, before I do this, I have a ton of stuff here to reclaim, and I'll do it to this station. That's fine. So I will have a limited Tristan Inner Zone Vanguard skin. I'll have 15,000 skill points. There's another one down here. I'll get this, which will boost me in some regard. I wish it wouldn't apply automatically, but whatever. I guess it stopped you from selling it. Here's some different Luminaire skins. a MOA blueprint, Grand Prix velocity booster, Cam dark filament, Grand Prix interceptor. Basically, expert systems allow you to you pay for these real money or plex, and you get temporary skills to access a thing, such as interceptors, and you can fly it with the best of them, and you can pay more to keep it going, or just skill up to it yourself. Another Zenith skill, another Tang, another skin, another booster. I got this, which allows you to jump multiple people into a place, it seems. Another booster, and another skin and boosters. I'll just claim all of these. Will supply pod death, well, helps you fight the Crusader, Malediction, Raptor, and 5 more. Oh, can't redeem it. That's fine. I also failed out those other quests. I got acceleration control, and we'll apply these. Save me 8 hours. I'm also going to switch clones just to avoid just a moment while I finish gathering my senses. I'm pretty sure I can do it in 3 seconds. I have to wait a day. That's fine. So let's go get his ship sorted. Doesn't have to be on too great. We'll just go with a normal Galente frigate. Actually, I can use this, but it's a very expensive thing. Let's not. Apparently there isn't too much ganking going on. Okay, what's the fastest one here? Well, actually, the Incurses. No, the Atron is. The Atron is. Fuck it. We'll go with the Atron. Sure. Set destination by this. Yes. Yes. I also discovered an upgrade you can get. Equipment, propulsion, overdrive. Now this will reduce your cargo bay, but makes you go faster. Now, cargo bay goes down by 15%, but you gain 10.15 velocity. Ships. Let me just break out the. See if I can do a fitting on this. Frigate Golente. I got an Atron. Okay, hardware. Overdrives. Fuck. And then if I was to stick in a... Woof! Be so fast. Okay, they go down here. That'll be beautiful and a lot less tedious to work with. Let's knock these off. So incredibly fast. Oh no, wait, you're the wrong type. I don't care for warp accelerators. I care for warp core stabilizers. Christ. Each one halves your range of targeting someone. Jesus Christ. Some versions aren't as punishing, but I'm not a fan of it all the same. So now if someone wants to try and jam me, they'll find it a bit harder. I'll just go very, very fast. I'm not sure if I want to stick an on it, because I'm just thinking that if... Display launcher? Basically, if anyone wants to gank me, they're probably more than capable of just fucking me up. So... This ship's gonna be more about just me trying to do these quickly. Like, anyone there is gonna probably be, like, geared and ready to just wreck people. Like, they'll be in cruisers or... better capable to handle me than I'll be able to handle myself fending them off. And I don't want to put too much into it in case I lose, because I don't have too much to play with. It's going to cost a bit more than it was theorizing, but that's fine. Free. Same place it seems. Yes. I'll take a shuttle. Remember someone earlier saying that they were just using a shuttle for theirs. But they hurt for the cargo space.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Oh, that's interesting. A Battlestar-themed Eve clone. Out-of-control ships.
Approaching Stargate.
You know the one bit of tech that terrifies me? The idea of, like,
Autopilot jumping.
insanely immersive shit where you can't tell you're in it or not. You know. Remember that Mary Mayweather or whatever, that, you know, that comic girl hooked up to the drug thing? She goes to the future to see adventure and ends up testing out the pleasure pods they have. Just ends up, you know, drugs right into her vein and in some VR simulation. I suppose that's a slightly different scenario than I'm talking about, but dystopian all the same.
Stargate.
Now I feel like an idiot. But it's kind of like spun off from that, you know, the idea of, like, this is what got me, that's what got me thinking on it. God, this is going faster than I'm used to. Jesus. But yeah, the idea of VR where you can't tell, like, it, you know, supersedes your senses sort of deal is fucking terrifying to me. Yeah. We're hopefully a long way off from that, but that kind of idea terrifies me. Because it could be used quite hostily against people. Right now, like, people are being kidnapped and tortured and the like. Someone now could dictate your very reality. And there's no reason for you to ever assume you escape it.
Autopilot disabled.
Even if you figure out that you're in it, there's no reason for you to ever assume you've escaped it. Why? Because that could simply be another layer in it. You know? There's no reason for you to ever assume you've escaped it. So, you know, if they can dictate, you know, what you see, what you feel, what you taste, and as long as they keep marginal care of your body, you won't notice the difference. You know? It... Ugh. Well, maybe it won't be as cavalier as that, but I'm sure you get what I mean. Well, as simple as that, but I'm sure you get what I mean. $101 jumps. Oof, jeez. And where is this starting on? A guy there was just talking about AR and VR, augmented reality and virtual reality, and it's just like virtual reality is cool, but it's just the fully immersive, like you're one with it, shit you would see in sci-fi things. That kind of scares me because it could be used malevolently, And like I was saying, it's like, you're in prison. You leave your back friends, family, whatever. You're out. But that'll be a prison you can never be sure you've left, because you could still be in it and merely simulate it that you've left. That, ugh. But yeah, it was actually that webcomic that made me paranoid about that sort of thing. Well, it was going in a different angle than it, but it just got me thinking. Excuse me. And you don't want to get me thinking. You don't want to get me thinking. I just feel like an idiot now. Excuse me. Luimnaire. Oh, wait. I don't have all my... Oh, no, I do.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay, this is just ridiculous speed.
Warping to Stargate.
I wonder how speed tanking in this at that kind of speed would work. Could they even hit you? I'm sure. Especially if they have things to slow you, but... Jesus. If they slowed you, you'd probably just slow back down to more reasonable speed. You'd still probably be going at like 1,000.
Approaching Stargate.
Jesus.
Autopilot jumping.
I don't think this speed is good for me. I'll just expect to be at this, like, all the time in this game. I don't want to be trying to do high-level missions in a frigate. They have their place, but if you're using frigates, you need to be, I guess, wolf-packing it. And I don't have friends. At least none that play this. But, yeah, just the idea of just not being able to tell what's real or not, Not being able to trust your own perception. I have to deal with that to a limited degree as is with my OCD and paranoia. But imagine having the ability for a malevolent force to be out there, your fellow man, being able to dictate what you perceive. That's just going to feed into it to an incredible degree. That's going to feed into it to an incredible degree.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Well, sorry, not feed into it to an incredible degree, but beyond that, it's just like, it's not just my issue. It's like, did I drop my phone there? I could ask someone. A malevolent force, governing what you see is all the more terrifying, is what I meant to say. Just, my OCD, paranoia, or whatever, is one thing. That's manageable. It's annoying, but it's manageable. But actually having a malevolent force being able to arbitrate what you see or think, what you experience, your life, your very reality, that's terrifying.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
I hope that tech is, I hope I'm not around when that tech is. Or I found my Eldritch Horror waifu and I'm safe with her. One or the other. I'm not falling for that one. They buy half of everyone they put up. It's a smart idea. It's kind of dirty, but it is a smart idea.
Autopilot jumping. active. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping.
But yeah, that thing just terrifies me. But yeah, that's my tangent for today.
Autopilot disabled. No waypoint set.
Finish line, starting line.
Warp drive active.
I'm gonna have to deal with the planetary industries soon, but I need to get that skill up first because I can't get them off planet otherwise, unless I want to route them through my command center, which isn't a great way of doing it. Should pay attention to what I'm doing here. Okay. Claim reward. Okay, we have to warp to the monument. Where is that? Highlander Battlefield. Oh.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Now I just feel awkward, honestly. I think the reason why I spun onto that idea was thinking that,
Approaching Stargate.
you know, even if, say, she wanted to leave, how would she be able to?
Autopilot
You know?
jumping.
But, and it just like, you know, your mind kind of drums on a thing. Maybe you might end up losing the thread of it, but you start thinking about it and you make it all the more terrifying than it was.
Active.
So yeah, it's just basically that.
Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Probably not going to
Approaching
do
Stargate.
too many of these.
Autopilot jumping. Warp drive active. Autopilot disabled. No waypoint.
At least right now. I'm tired, so I'll probably just go get some sleep after a few of these. Totally not my way of getting away from this because I'm feeling awkward. No, it's me. To be fair, I am feeling quite tired. I've been awake a while.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Okay, this is the only rewards you get. I'll leave them there for now. Oh, one thing I should keep in mind, part of the reason I'm going so fast in this is because of the velocity booster I'm under. I kind of forgot about that. Or actually, am I even under that? I think that was the other, yeah, that was the other body. Well, that was a slip up.
Autopilot jumping.
Yeah, I'm trained to max in all of these, and in interceptors. Jesus. Like, due to the expert system, it does fully train you. Jesus.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
It just, I suppose part of the, involved what I was saying about the VR thing was basically I've grown up knowing a lot of narcissists or people that would generally up their own arse to a great degree, if not straight, straight out narcissism. Where, if you don't know what a narcissist is, basically it's a person who, like some people, it's like try and pass it off as just, ooh, I never knew that a Concord had their own territory.
Autopilot disabled.
Um,
Waypoint set.
This is interesting. But, what one am I looking for? Alliance Tournament Monument.
Warp drive active.
Excuse me. Basically, people. I've seen people try and say, narcissists aren't a thing. It's just people without confidence trying to tear down those with. But narcissists aren't people with confidence. They're people who cannot be wrong. To say that they're wrong would, they cannot comprehend being less than perfect. They can't even comprehend that they're somehow harming people. They're the only person that's worth anything. If they even see other people as people. It's extreme ailment. It's apparently physically impossible for a narcissist to, like a full-fledged, full-blown narcissist, to actually see past their narcissism. We all have narcissistic tendencies to one degree or another. We all do. It's a reality of humanity. But it's when you take those too far, it becomes an issue. But basically, a narcissist, they like to govern your reality. They tell you something, and that's all it can ever be. If it differs, that would mean that they're wrong, and they can't tolerate being wrong. Therefore, it has to be whatever they told you, giving them the ability, technologically, since we don't have magic, to directly mold people's reality. Decide that it is now this. It's terrifying. because they will get one hell of a kick off that, because they can now directly make people be right, see what they decide reality to be.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
So yeah. There's probably more to a better way of saying narcissists than the way I did it, but you gotta remember, I'm talking off the cuff here. I'm not great at talking off the cuff. I'm better at plotting it out a little beforehand, humming and hawing on it. Talking off the cuff isn't a great thing for me. Sometimes I do plan out scenarios of what I'm saying in my head, but I've never planned out a scenario of explaining what narcissism is, so I can't really help. But yeah. Well, fuck, where am I going with this? Yeah, narcissists basically are entirely up their own ass. They can't fail. They can't accept that they're ever wrong or less than. They are perfect. They are divine made flesh. Nay, the divine are made in their image. You know, they're completely up their own ass. So them being actually able to assume this godly position will be intoxicating to them. They would literally be able to play God to someone. So,
Autopilot jumping.
you know, it's just
Warping to Stargate.
someone like it's bad enough for me, you know, having the paranoia, the OCD, whatever, make me doubt my perceptions. But I don't need to like. It's just like, shit, am I looking past the phone that's there? Because sometimes you just don't see a thing. I don't need to now be questioning, am I in some fucking mad cunt's basement? Am I hooked up to some fucking thing? You know, I don't need that worry on top of it. Just, that tech can come around fine. You can be fucked with it, provided I get my eldritch waifu who can protect me from it. Then all is good.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Sorry, I'm just laughing. Someone tweeted, stars draws you fucking your boy's mom. Well, that's one way to get back at them. Go the stepdad route. Reminds me of another tweet, presumably fake, but the context story behind it was that they were going out with a girl, but they dumped them, and somehow, it was by a mistake. I never saw the Amar name above that before, or you know, faction namings above these. But that's cool. I really like the Amar aesthetic. It's nice, but yeah, they end up talking with their ex's mom. And yeah, they end up apparently going out on a date. Presumably it's, you know, completely fictional, but it's still funny. It's still funny. And they were joking about going the stepdad route. So.
Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
So yeah, folks, basically this Grand Prix is just you visiting different monuments. You get to read about them, or you can just fuck off to the next one. I'm fucking off to the next one because it's a 101 jump trip that I can read. Here it is. More dangerous spaces to learn secrets of New Eden's past. This Grand Prix will take you north as far as the borders of Pure Blind, far enough east to feel the stellar winds of the Great Wildlands.
Warping to Stargate.
From the Great Wildlands. And far enough south to plunge into Querulous, with wonderful and historical sites and monuments to visit along the race routes. After you finish the original 3 challenge circuits, you'll open up the extra lap challenges, which are timed and endlessly repeatable, to complete for your name on the route monuments that will be placed at the Grand Prix start line. All racers must finish the introductory route first before attempting any time trials. Is there any other rewards beyond this? Because I know I was hoping there's more beyond that.
Autopilot jumping.
If it's just what's in that list, it's not great. There's also, for the duration of the event, there is also login rewards. 7 gifts for Alpha, 7 gifts for Omega, well, 7 gifts for Alpha, 14 gifts for Omega, and you don't have to log in every day. You got like 2 weeks, I think, and you'll need to log in for a week total, and not even consecutively. Also that, but beyond these and the rewards here, I don't really care too much for it. It's funny, this gives more than that, but this is chunkier. More concentrate, I guess. But yeah, I don't really care for the rewards that are here. I was just hoping there's something meatier, but it doesn't seem so.
Approaching Stargate.
Well, okay, the rewards here are fine. It's the rewards in this that I don't really care for. A temporary booster and some skins. Sadly, they're not for anything I'm using. And there is a Vexor one right here. Navy issue. Okay, now I'm interested.
Autopilot jumping.
That's not bad. It's not great, but it ain't bad.
Warping to Stargate.
That's pretty nice.
Active.
But, you know, someone was talking about it earlier, and it was actually quite interesting. There is different skins for the ore vessels. So if we pick out my Mackinaw, you can apparently have put on different faction looks on them. For example, an Amar Industrial one.
Approaching Stargate.
Oh, and you can see Outer Ring Productions there. See, there. Angel Ivory, Blood Raiders, Kodari, Claim Foreman. These were all beautiful. The person before was saying how ugly the Amar one looked, but I like it. To be honest, the Amar have a great aesthetic. You know, they're clearly evil. You know, you can tell it just from how fantastic their outfits are.
Warp drive active.
It's like, look at the Nazis. They had fantastic outfits. They had fantastic outfits. You could tell they were evil. Then again, Stalin. He was a cunt. Not known for great outfits. Well, I think he had an okay fashion sense. His troops, not so much, but he did. What's not? Set destination.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate.
Why did you want to keep approaching it?
Active.
Maybe I should have been packing a little bit of heat. Oh shit! I wish there was like little bits of lore you could see on this. But yeah, we're going right into Eve space. I guess this is where the Eve gate is. But yeah, we're going right into low-sec. I'm gonna die so quickly.
Autopilot jumping.
I shouldn't have turned that off, whatever. Well, this ship was a sacrificial lamb anyway.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Blood Templar. I've never really encountered many blood raiders. I don't think so, anyway. I remember seeing one of these before. I think it was around a pirate base. Be interested in, you know, going beating up on this kind of thing. Encounters. Exploration.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate.
Not in the
Warp
current
drive
system.
active.
Apparently there isn't too much ganking going on. Well, at least that's the rumor, but all the same, these are saying up there.
Approaching Stargate.
I knew it went low sec, but I didn't think it went low sec.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Oh jeez. If you come on the scoring thing, if you come in first place, you get 12 months of Omega and Federal Police Thanatos skin. Second place, 6 months of Omega and a Federal Police Dominic skin. Third place, 6 months, Megatron skin. Fourth place, 6 months Hyperion skin. 3 months, fifth place, 3 months Federal Police Vexor Navy issue skin. Sixth place, 3 months Federal Police Brutix Navy issue skin. Seventh place, 3 months Omega Federal Police Brutix skin. 10th place, you get a month of Omega. And even if you don't name it, any who finish on the leaderboard well, all who finish on the leaderboard for any route will have their names immortalized on a monument. Bonus community prize for doing it wrong. Do you think you can pull off one of the Grand Prix routes in an Orca? How about a shield tanked Kronos with festival launchers? While we expect it to be dominated by super fast Adro ships as befits a Grand Prix, I'd like to invite brave or crazy capsuleers to attempt to complete any of these routes in an unorthodox ship. Come up with some creative, bizarre, or funny and upload a video of your attempt, successful or otherwise. Put it a vote by the community, and if your video is chosen as people's favourite, you'll receive 12 months of Omega, as well as a Federal Police Nix skin.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
That beeping threw me off. I was like, what? But no, it was just the oh, that's a special place. It's a unique one. But, as in, it's the there's besieged covert research facility. It's a particular bandit faction being besieged by the Mordos Legion or whatever they're called faction. While all the bandit factions have their own equivalents, no other bandit faction has their equivalent of that. Like, okay, there's a Gustas hideout, there's a Serpentis hideout, so on and so forth. There's no equivalent there.
Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
Go. Drive, drive, drive.
Autopilot jumping.
MMO Fallout did a thing talking about this. Complete seasonal challenges, race to a number of landmark locations, and obtain rewards beyond your wildest dreams. Provided your wildest dreams involve not looking at the list of rewards. Yeah, it's sadly not really. The rewards here aren't really great. Promised Land. I wish there was a bit of flavor wrote on these. Ooh, actually, I never noticed this.
Approaching Stargate.
You can see different icons on the gate, apparently. Mark controls the system, current system. They control the destination system. Oh yeah, you can see them there. Also have capsular violence recently detected, low traffic, and its security status. Cool. But yeah, the rewards here aren't really that great.
Autopilot
But
disabled.
meh.
No waypoint set. Warp drive active.
Oh.
Warp drive active.
I nearly had a look at the Black Monument there, but there was nothing to actually. Maybe it was in general. I have no idea. Like, I was thinking there'll be something I could click on and read, but I'm not seeing it. Ooh. Floating one astronomical unit from the fifth moon or the fifth planet of the dead end. Find the black monument. Sleek black metal reflects the starlit space around it as it orbits in a constant path. Little known of its origin or purpose, and none have taken ownership of the Siri object. A word of warning: parts have been seen in the air, so be prepared to jump quickly away should you run into any. I'd have loved to have killed them, but again, it's not worth the risk. Bringing in a proper ship would be hazardous. 110 jumps.
Autopilot engaged.
Really?
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
How? How?
Approaching Stargate. Autopilot disabled. Autopilot engaged.
God. Wake me when I'm dead. Ugh.
Autopilot jumping.
It does hurt me jumping past so many pirates, but...
Warping to Stargate.
Fuck.
Warp drive active.
But yeah, there's no way I could fight them. If I was to bring my other ship, I would have a chance against them, but there'd be a fair chance of me just getting ganked by someone and losing it. So, it's best for me not, just to leave and, discretion and all that. I'll probably call it soon. Might make this the last one.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
Oh, apparently the deciding Homer was a
Autopilot
teenager in the early 90s now. So, Simpsons?
Stargate.
Yeah.
Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
Battle Wank. God, what a name.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Someone posted a picture of, it's a sign they printed out. Free Wi-Fi, name, good luck, and this massive code. It was fucking insane. I'm just looking at Twitter while I'm waiting.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Nice art of some, I'm not sure what she's meant to be.
Approaching Stargate.
Some chick with wings. Ignitrix? Ignitrix. By, Distr. D-I-S-T-R. She's,
Autopilot
this
jumping.
purple color scheme going on. Very nice.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
What rally point? I would like to hit up a sector that has has pirates in it. A pirate station, but I think, like, say if you hit an asteroid belt where they have their guys, the pirates will come in to defend.
Approaching Stargate.
So it's not really great. Like for me to solo, you know, wouldn't be a good idea.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
But yeah, it wouldn't be a good idea for me to try that because, you know, you hit up the asteroid belts, the pirates come and try and gank you. Where else would I go to fight pirates? Because I couldn't hit up a pirate base, so where would I go? I'm not sure where would be good. Might be worth taking a look into it, see what I can see, you know? Maybe they'll just have lots of exploration nodes active for that faction. Probably not.
Stargate. Warp drive active.
Yeah.
Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Medium Jaspot deposit drone squad. Drone gathering.
Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping.
Okay, Eden Com is secured here. So if you have negative settings with Ecom, be careful. Imperial Stellar Observatory. Increased mining speed. Energy warfare, capacitor drain. And bonus to armor. Drone Menagerie. Oh. Eden.com entities. State Navy Kitsun. Alright. Sounds kind of like a ship a player would have named, but sure. Warp to here. Oh, most of them have fucked off. Here I was thinking it was actually, I found one place, one safe place. Wouldn't take much to actually kill these bastards, but
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
But yeah, again, wouldn't be worth bringing my combat ships down here. So too much of a risk. I know it'd still be way back, way back. So just wouldn't be worth the risk.
Approaching Stargate.
I know I keep saying it. I want to kill them. I want to do them in. Because, you know, bounties, fighting. But it's just not worth... And the bonus to it. Like, God, that'll be beautiful. But the bonus... and the bonus to it. But it just wouldn't be worth the risk. It's barely in mining for a few moments and someone goes, "Sup!" Dead. So, you know, it's just not worth the risk. If I was doing it, I'd want to do it in a gang or something, you know? My glasses feel like they're sliding off a little.
Approaching Stargate.
It's really bugging the shit out of me. Just, you know, my glasses feel like they're sliding off my face constantly.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Identify the wormhole. Uh, that's just a constant stellar object, so it leads to the same place. It's probably a Cosmos mission.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping.
So yeah, I again feel like the rewards for this aren't really measured up to the pain that's here. This just isn't interesting to me. I feel like I've kind of scratched the itch I have for the game for the that I've built up recently. So I think I'm probably going to take a break from this for now, go work on other things, come back to it a few months down the line. In which case,
approaching Stargate.
Want to get back to here. Actually, there's no other science. I was thinking I could set up some science jobs and, you know, get some other stuff working, but I can't. I'm also thinking what I could do is keep my subscription running so I can at least have skills done by the time I get back.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
I was thinking that I could set up something that would take ages, you know? But like research-wise or whatnot. But no, everything's gonna be all my slots are full. Research, science jobs-wise, manufacturing-wise, I don't have anything available. I could, you know, toss these up, but I bought the stuff with the other thing in mind. So, oh Jesus, there's a lot more profit going on here than I thought. Alright then. Ridiculous profit. Yeah, that's a lot different than I was expecting. I thought the profit margin on that was smaller.
Approaching Stargate.
Oh, that's nice to see. But,
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate.
Jesus. Funny enough, I have plenty of Mexilon for it.
Autopilot jumping.
And only slightly less titanium. Main issue and price comes from the pyrite.
Approaching Stargate.
Oh.
Autopilot disabled. No waypoint set.
Oh, I actually did it at the right place. Woo! Oh. Stop.
Warp drive active.
So, ooh, that does look lovely. Makes me think a little of the, painting, you know, God reaching out to man, or reaching out to Adam. Just, you know, like two hands. The only thing sensors can make out about this ship is that some kind of receiver that interacts with Earth's natural magnetic field. There is one faint sign of life, similar to a human in cryogenic stasis. Out in Gezik, there is a shuttle. It orbits a point around 600,000 kilometers away from the Gezik star, a small Egg-0 class sun that shines blue. Scan results of the ship suggest that a receiver. Combat modules do not seem to damage it, yet some capsuleers seem to have altered its orbit using electronic countermeasures. Very little else is known about this. Combat modules do not seem to damage it. And yet there's someone on board in an indestructible ship. It's just there. Weird. Fallen Capsuleer Memorial. I'll come back another time and have a look. But anyway, looks very blocky, like a kid's toy kind of thing. But anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed. I was thinking what I could do is head back to the other place and set up some really long-term project that will really, you know, bung up my queues, but don't really have an option like that. Resource-wise or to slot-wise. Plus, to be honest, I'm not sure if I will be calling it quits here. I might come back tomorrow and be like, I want to play more, but I'm kind of getting back into StarCraft custom maps right now, so I don't know. Plus, I really do want to start trying to write again, so I don't know what I'm going to do. But I sincerely hope you've enjoyed what I have played of EVE Online so far, and I do hope you join me again for more. We'll try and keep this up going for a while, even if I do stop playing, just so we can get through this. Because if I keep it running for like an extra month, I'll have all this done, and I'll be a bit into this. Not too much, but I'll be a bit into that. 2 months, I'll have that done, I'll be a bit into this. So, yeah. You know, I'm gonna move this up. It's not that much of an impediment. No, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm working accounting. But anyway, yeah, I'll try and keep plugging away at, keep those skills going, because I've plenty there to work on. Oh, my back is cramping. But, yeah, I might be calling it quits here, or I might be coming back to do more tomorrow or in a week's time. I have no idea. But I feel like I'm falling into the same funk I've fallen into with WoW and Final Fantasy 14, where I kind of just play it as an economic simulator. But it's harder in this due to the sheer amount of time it takes to get from point A to point B. It's just prohibitive. So anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you join me again soon. Till then, till then.